Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you a cool chord progression in jazz. It's really simple, just made of 3 or 4 chords, and it's great. It's great for improvising around, and I'll show you a few simple ideas in this video and how you can kind of add more depth to the chords. Okay, it's basically made of 4 chords, so I'll show them now. In the key of C, this little progression would go D minor 7, G7, C major 7, A7. Now it looks like that. That's in its simplest form, there's no kind of variation to that. And if you have a look, what I'm doing is just root positions. I'll show you a cool way of voicing these chords a bit later on. But if you just have a practice, go around those chords, then just kind of see what works for you, really. I'm going to show you a quick bass line as well. So if you're kind of grooving out, just you've got maybe a saxophone player or something, doing a little improvisation, you want to play a bass line, you haven't got a bass player, this is a little bass line you can do. So I'm going to play the chords in the simplest form in the right hand, concentrate on my left hand. All I'm doing there is moving around chords. It's good for you to try out your own bass lines, really. I'll show you what I'm playing. So the first chord is D minor. So what I'm doing, I'm going to climb up to the G. So it's D, E, F, F sharp, and that leads me to the G. Okay, and then I'm going to keep on climbing up to the C. And then you've got your C major 7 chord with the C. What I'm doing there is going C, E, G, so following the root of the chord. Chromatic note leading to the next chord, which is A major. And then just kind of going, and then back to the simple song. So let's hit that first chord, sorry. So the chord progression goes 5 to 1. So that's why that A7 turns around. That's what I mean. It kind of turns around to the next verse of the chords. Back to that. Now for some more adventurous chord voicings. That is one set of chords I would use. You'll see D minor 9, and you've got G7 13. That's a good chord. C major 9, which has got major 7th and the 9th, and then you've got A7 flat and 9. So if I show you what these are like, so that's D minor 9, or D minor 7 9. So basically what you've got is you've got D, so that's your tonic, minor 3rd, 5th, 7th, just like a normal D minor 7 chord. You have the 9th. I think I've talked about 9ths in my previous video. If you count up, you get to the 9th. And the E is the 9th. Now because this is quite a stretch with your hands, what you can do is you can just drop the tonic, because you can play it in your left hand, or just don't play it at all. So you'll see that it looks a bit like an F major 7 chord, but with a D in the bass, it's D minor 7 9. The G7 13 chord, it's a nice little chord, on its own, without the other sections, it sounds a bit weird, because it's got the 7th and the 6th, which is unusual. But it sounds very good with everything else. So what I'm playing there is F, B, and E. And again, I can just play that on its own. So the G is kind of you can just tell it's going to be there. And you've got C major 9, so it's similar to D minor 9, but on C with the major 3rd. E, G, B, D. That's like E minor 7 chord with C in the bass. C major 9. Final one, this is A7 flat and 9. Now flat and 9th is just exactly what it says on the tin, really. It's a 9th which has been flattened. So it's, your 9th would be B, flatten that B. Sounds a bit weird in that inversion. One inversion I use is that. It's like a diminished chord, really, collection of minor 3rds, but over A, it turns to A7 flat and 9. So we've got A, 7th, flat and 9th, 3rd, and 5th. and that turns around nicely to go back to the D minor 7/9 chord. Those are just some of the versions I use. You can just mess around with your own ones. If you have a look at some of my previous videos, I've talked about 13ths and 11ths and stuff. So if you just mess around, count up the scale, add it on. If it sounds nice, add it. If it doesn't, don't. That was D7 sharp and 11th. A bit weird sounding, but I mean it could work. Also, I'm going to show you a few ideas you can do when improvising around. So this next section is going to be about improvising around these 4 chords.